First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the ready.
Throwing first play is Ritter. And that is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch out now, 52.
Here's Ritter. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Fields. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 10. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. This ball down the field for Pitts, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Down to the 10. That pass caught. It's Williams. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 20-yard line.
Drill, 52. Red, yellow. Cut.
Back to throw, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Smash, red. 52 blaster. Black ultra. Set, huh?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
10 cycles. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Ritter to throw it. That is caught. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points. Yeah,
points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Ritter now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the double.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Robinson with another carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ritter. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Ritter back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here we go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Steve. It's all right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Fields. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. He goes 55 yards on the punt return. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up.
But the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go, son. Hey, 551, 551. Go.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Oh, he bowls over it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Easy. Right.
Fields on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking for right, and he finds him. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ritter. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
And this has been
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Heineke. Completion here to Claypool. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
This 2nd and 4.
Heineke. This pass is caught by London. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Robinson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Second down, Heineke.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Heineke.
And it's caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half here, Heineke.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Hey, Monday.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Gibbs straight ahead. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Fields on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Heineke.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Now Heineke.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Heineke again. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. John Kaminsky.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 10. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw, Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Go. Throwing on third down, Fields. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A first down throw for Heineke. Throw left side. There's London. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. On the draw, Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Hey, going out. We're going out. Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 36. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now it's Fields. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Heineke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. Heineke to throw it. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And that one opened up for him well as as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Fighting his way through contact. Still going. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to the portal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go, son.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
2nd down and a yard. Green will come in motion right. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown,
Fields. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. On third down, Heineke. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Fourth down, Heineke. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll run with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. London holds this one in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
London moves the chain, something he did 48 times as a rookie last season. First receiver taken in 2022 draft, finished with almost 900 yards in the league's second worst passing offense.
First down, Heineke. In trouble, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Play action now. Here's Heineke. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Heineke. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Heineke on 4th down. He's got his man, London, right side.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.